Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a super fun and an easy way to print on fabric. You're just going to need a few supplies. I'm sure everyone has a printer, some muslin, and some freezer paper. This is a requested video. Someone was wondering how I printed my prayer quilt poem, but I'm going to show you some designs that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. So we're going to need the printer. I'll show you that in a moment. I have pre-cut freezer paper, but you can use regular freezer paper. You'll just want to cut it to 8.5 inches by 11 inches. I have some muslin here. This I got at Walmart. And it's unbleached, all natural. That's what I use. An ironing mat, your iron, your PC or laptop, whatever you're using. If you want to use Creative Fabrica, I will leave a link in the description box below. But you can use any image you want. You could open up Word and create your own quotes. The possibilities are endless. You'll want a program that you import your images into. Again, you could use Word. I'm going to use Canva because everyone has access to Canva. It is a free program. If you use Canva, you'll just export that file to PDF to your computer and print. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is place our muslin. I put a pen in mine to show me what is the right side of the fabric because that's what I want to print on. I do want to iron it because I do have some wrinkles in here. Just iron it the best you can. I'm not sure if that wrinkle will come out, but for my work, it's okay because my designs are rustic, so it will be just fine. That looks pretty good. All right, it is wrinkle-free except for our line there. Now this is the right side of the fabric. I'm going to flip this over. This is the wrong side of the fabric. Maybe if I iron from this side, I can get a little more of that wrinkle out. It helped a little. All right, we're working on the wrong side of the fabric. On your freezer paper, there's a shiny side. You can kind of see it reflecting. And there is a matte side. We're going to lay the shiny side onto the wrong side of the fabric, like that, wherever you want it on the fabric. And we will simply iron the freezer paper onto the muslin. You want to make sure you get all the corners. This freezer paper is going to act as a carrier for your printer. I am probably over ironing it, but you can never be too careful. I want everything adhered. We'll remove our mat. Next, what we want to do is, you notice we've got some extra fabric here. We are going to trim that off. Just line it up the best you can. Rotary cutter. You could even cut it with scissors if you wanted. You can save the extras for little ribbons for your projects. Now we are just going to let this cool, and we are going to go to the laptop, and I'm going to show you Creative Fabrica. Here I am at the Creative Fabrica website. I'll leave a link in the description box below for this website. It is a subscription-based website. And I simply went into the search filter here and I typed in Bible verses. And there are so many to choose from. I did find this one, Bible verses SVG bundle. This will work because most of these come with the PNG file. So I'm going to click on that. And I really like these. It says that you have full commercial and full print-on-demand usage allowed. So I'm going to download this. I'll download it to my desktop just so I know where it's at. And here I'm just going to where my downloads are, and I see this is where the folder is on my laptop. And I'm just going to click on Show in Folder. And here is the folder. And here are all of them, and you can see each one in a folder has a PNG file. So let me get you over to Canva. Here we are at the Canva website. The first thing we're going to do is create a design. I want to do a custom size, and I'm going to select 8.5 inches by 11, and you'll want to come over here to the PX and change that to inches, and I may have to retype that in there. 8.5 by 11. Click on Create New Design. And I have a blank canvas. I'm going to go to Uploads, and I'm going to start uploading some files to fill my page. I'm going to go to my desktop where I downloaded all of those Bible verses. And I'm just going to pick a few. This one is Be Still and Know, Psalm 46:10:1. And there is a ping, so I'll select the PNG. Here we go, and I'll click on it. And I know I won't want it that big. So, oops. I know I don't want it that big, so I'm going to resize it. That is about, let's see here, about 3.5 inches, which would be pretty good. Let's pick another one. I'm going back to all the files. How about Faith Can Move Mountains from Matthew? I'm selecting the PNG file. Faith Can Move Mountains, Matthew 17:20. And I am just resizing that. And we'll just continue selecting some files. And Canva does have a little ruler up here, so you kind of know what your sizes are. Selecting the PNG again. And then I think we'll select 2 more files. This one is Love One Another, John 13:34. We need one more to fill our page. It just depends on the size of your project. Mine are typically 3 to 4 inches. This one is I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Next, I'm going to come up here and click on Share. Come down here to click on Download. I want a print PDF. Click Download. It is creating the design for me. I'll put this one on my desktop so that I know where it's at. I'll name it Bible Verses 1 Print on Fabric. Save. Next, I will close out of Canva. Next, we will open Adobe Reader. I'll go to Menu, Open, go to my desktop where I saved the files. There's the Bible Verses 1 Print on Fabric. I'll open that. Now I'll need to show you the printer. There's the printer. For my printer, I need to have the fabric face up and it is fed through the back. And I just place it right in there. Just like that. Next, I will go back to Adobe Reader, select Print, and send it to my printer. I don't change any settings on my printer. I just let it print. Here it is right off the printer. And you have some beautiful images that you can sew onto your projects. Let's go back over to the craft table. These are so pretty. I forgot to tell you that I do heat set mine. So I'm just going to take my iron and go over. And that kind of heats up the freezer paper so it comes off easier. Do you notice that line that we had? You can hardly see it. Then I will just grab the freezer paper, pull it off, and you will get some unraveling. I do reuse these 4 or 5 times. I think I'll heat set one more time. So pretty, right? There's no running of the ink. I'm sure I made it sound way more complicated. You don't have to go through Creative Fabrica at all. You can just create your own designs. I'm just showing you some of the, some of the ways that I do it. I do create my own designs because I was a graphic designer in a previous life. I used to be a web designer and such. But I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for any of you that would want to do this. And what if you took a whole sheet and printed on a pillow cover? That would be so pretty. Cut off these strings. That is it. Oh, I did want to mention that I have used this technique for duck cloth. It's a heavier cloth. Don't limit yourself to just the muslin. Again, I'm just sharing with you. I wanted to make sure that any of you could do this. Once you master the muslin, you could then go in and use duck cloth and other fabrics as well. You just have to test them, that's all. Isn't that awesome? So you can use this technique for quilts, pillows, any other DIY project. I hope you'll let me know in the comments what you're going to use this technique for in your projects. Share with others what works for you. Again, I will leave all the items I used in the description box below. Of course, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will try my best to help you. As always, I thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, and share. It really helps me out, and I do appreciate it. I hope you'll try this technique. The possibilities are endless. Until the next video, God bless.